We are and what we do. We are a founding member of the Football League. We are 1884. We are positive, inspired and passionate. We are now. We are moving together. We are ambitious and driven. We are progress. We are change. We are prepared, honest and humble. We are the highs. We are the lows. We are the heartbeat of our community. We are the famous black and white. We are the dreams come true. We are the club of opportunity. We are the memories. We are the yet to come. We are Derby.
Complete faith in you lot as a group. The bench is significantly stronger than theirs and we'll make change when we have to. And I can't express it enough to you. You have to gas out, you have to be brave on set pieces, right? And I brought all them in the room, so I want you to look at them. Because they're the people that work hour upon hour upon hour trying to help you all the time. And they're the people that will be there at the end of it to congratulate you or to be sorrowful for you. But they're the people you're playing for. All the people on the fucking wing wall you're playing for. And you could achieve something great. You could. And all I ask is you give it your best. Give it your fucking best. If it ain't your day, fine, get off, I'll send one of the game changers on. It's absolutely fine. But you have to start off with the mentality that you're going out to win the football game. That you're playing fearless. And you have to accept the fact some things you do aren't going to be perfect. So you might not get the opportunity to hit the perfect shot, the perfect cross. You might lose the ball twice when you get out. Don't give a fuck. Get at them again. Get at them again.
Hello and welcome to the preview show from RamsTV. We are down to what we hope will be the final 4 fixtures of Derby County season. Tonight the Rams travel to Wickham, hoping to keep their destiny in their own hands. Before we do anything else, let's take a look at the top of the League One table. Well, Barnsley lost at Stevenage last night. It's a defeat that almost certainly takes them out of the running for the top 2. Leaders Portsmouth are 8 points clear at the top, 9 ahead of Bolton in 3rd, who they face at the weekend. Pompey could clinch promotion on Saturday. Derby's lead over Bolton, just a single point with the same number of games played now. Peterborough not out of it yet, but will probably have to win out from here to stand any chance of sneaking in. Well, Peterborough, who lifted the EFL trophy on Sunday, beating tonight's opponents Wickham. More on them a little later in the programme. Derby, of course, haven't played since last Tuesday, that 2-2 draw with leaders Portsmouth. A break for the Rams at the weekend, thanks to Wickham's involvement at Wembley. Richie Barker, the assistant head coach, hoping the break came at a good time for the Rams.
We were pleased with the lads in the Portsmouth game, and obviously we could have carried some momentum on from that. But I think to have a little mini break now, knowing that it's 3 weeks worth, hopefully, of hard work, 4 games, it's in our hands, and I think it'd be nice to give the lads that little bit of a break, mentally and physically. So. Yeah, maybe it just came at the right time. We'll know, won't we, in a couple of weeks' time?
Yeah, probably better asking you after Wednesday's game. You have had some injuries. You have some injuries. Has it allowed anyone to get a little bit closer to returning?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think if we didn't have this game on Wednesday, we would probably, hopefully, have a couple more training with us. Obviously, it makes it a little bit more difficult now in that if they're going to be involved on Wednesday, they need to train with us tomorrow, really. then if that's the case, they obviously have to get through it. They have to be checked off by the physios. So in an ideal world, we wouldn't have this game, and I'm pretty sure that by Saturday I'd be a bit more confident of having them available. But we'll see how they got on with their rehab today, and then whether they can travel with us tomorrow.
You mentioned giving the players a physical and mental break there. Is the mental side just as important with all the pressures that come with this time of the season?
The pressures, yeah, but I think in terms of what we ask on a daily basis of, the meetings, the intensity in training, that comes with its own mental fatigue as well. Sitting in a meeting for 15, 20 minutes and listening about the post-match stuff, and then what's expected for the next game, and then the set-piece meeting, and then going out there and executing it. There's a good couple of hours every day of real mental concentration. So, that comes at a cost when you're doing that every day. So I'm sure they've enjoyed a little bit of time away, a bit of time with their families, and an opportunity to switch off from each other and probably us, really.
Just 4 games to go for you. We know what's at stake. We know what the opportunity is. And we talk about pressure. I know it affects different people differently. Are you doing anything differently at the moment to help players cope, or do you leave it to the individual? No, I'm not so sure that they are. As players, you're not as aware of the pressure that happens within a football club, I don't think. You're aware of the pressure of your role. You're aware of the pressure of that particular 90 minutes of what your role and responsibility throughout that time is. But I don't know if you're totally aware of the meaning, off the field in terms of finance and what it means in terms of the football club getting to the next level. The fans, that the fans want to succeed, obviously, but. I think if they were as aware as we are as a member of staff, then I think the mental fatigue would kick in a little bit more. But we try and take all that away from them. The pressure really is about us being the best that we can be, and the standards that they've set themselves over 10 months. I think we're coming up to. It's ensuring we don't drop those standards, and that's what we're after in terms of. The pressure really is, it's about maintaining those standards. Wycombe didn't play on Saturday either. Their game was Sunday. How do you think they'll be feeling after disappointment at Wembley? In quite a cruel finish for them, actually.
Yeah. Tough, I would imagine. However, I'm sure they enjoyed the day. And I don't mean that in a... obviously, they didn't win. And obviously, when you go that far, we did it a couple of years ago, and we did it the other way. We actually equalised in injury time and then won in extra time. And it was a great way to win, and it was an enjoyable day. But it's an opportunity of a lifetime for League One and League Two players to play at Wembley, play in front of a good crowd, try and win something. So yeah, disappointed, I'm sure, but proud of themselves that their families will have seen them walk out at Wembley, and I'm sure they'll be, as well as the disappointment waking up this morning, pretty pleased with the fact that the ones who've got an opportunity will have enjoyed it. But then it's relatively short-lived when you've got a game again on Wednesday. So I'm sure they've got straight on to, talking about us this morning.
That's Derby assistant boss Richie Barker there. More on the Rams in a moment. They travel to Wickham tonight, who are licking their wounds after defeat at Wembley at the weekend. It was a really dramatic finish to the EFL Trophy final. Peterborough getting a 91st minute winner after Dale Taylor had equalised for Wickham with just 5 minutes to go. A top half finish will be the target for Wickham now. They did go 12 matches without a win at one stage this season. There was real pressure on manager Matt Bloomfield for a while, but they've picked up since the turn of the year, and the boss is looking to move on quickly from the disappointment of Sunday.
It's no rest for the wicked, mate. We're looking forward to Derby. Derby at home, there's no better game to try and build yourselves back up again. It's going to be a real tough one. Derby a very good team, looking for automatic promotion at the top of the league. So we better be ready and we better bounce back quick.
And I'm sure Darren Ferguson will be wishing you well for that too.
Yeah, of course. Our league form's important. We want to finish the season strongly to build some momentum into the summer with what we want to do there. So it's imperative that we're ready to go, and we will be.
That's the Wickham boss, Matt Bloomfield there. Back to Derby. And a bit of news for you tonight. Recognition this week for Paul Warne and one of his January signings. The head coach is up for the League One Manager of the Month award for March, and midfielder Ibu Adams has been nominated for Player of the Month as well. Derby won 5 of 6 in March. Adams started all 6 and was terrific throughout the month. The winners for those will be announced on Friday. Well, let's hear from Derby's other major January arrival. Corey Blackett-Taylor had a bit of a stop-start start to life at Derby County, but he's finding his feet now after arriving from Charlton in the window.
Yeah, very frustrating, and I feel like where I was doing well this season, I felt like I was going to come and have momentum, which I wanted to do and show everyone what I could do here straight away. But I think it didn't really go like that. But I feel now with like the last 4 games, I can start to show what I'm about more.
Yeah, and the Portsmouth game in particular, on the big stage with the TV cameras, that seemed to be the player that Charlton had before Christmas. Yeah,
definitely. I feel. I think the only thing that could have probably topped off if I scored, but I was still happy with my overall performance. Like I showed what I'm about, and that's kind of how I like to play and what I can bring to the club.
Reflection on the first half of the season for you, your time at Charlton, because you had a brilliant first half of the campaign.
Yeah, I think for how much output I got, like I think I played the most like consecutive games that I've played so far in any season, and then like my goals and assists was very high as well, and then just my overall performances. So I think I really came on this year and started to really find my feet in my whole game, and there's areas of my games that I was improving on and I was getting better at. So yeah, this season definitely has been a good one for me.
Yeah, Derby fans are starting to see that as well. We know Paul Warne had his eye on you for a while. Now you're here. Is he asking you to do anything different, or is he just telling you to go out and play your game?
Yeah, there are a few things that are a little bit different. I think mainly just the way the train and the schedule and stuff, it's different to what I was doing. But in terms of my actual game, no, he knew what kind of player I am, and he just was telling me to just do what I do. And I think a lot of it is getting the message to the other players in the team just to give me the ball at the right time and trust me and know that I can bring this to the team. So I think, yeah, he's been very good in that sense.
Talk to me about the dressing room. They always seem like a good group. Did you settle in quite quickly?
Yeah, that was probably the easiest thing. I think when you go to a new club, that's always one thing that's on your mind. You're not sure how it's gonna be, what the players are gonna be like. But literally after the first 5-6 days, I felt like I've been there for ages. You know what I mean? Everyone gets on with everyone. They make you feel like you've been there for ages. They always include me within the banter and stuff. So yeah, it feels good.
A bit of a West Midlands mafia, I think. Have you joined in with those boys?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like there was a lot of players I already knew and I knew of, and players I've played against and played with, and it was only about 5 to 10 that I didn't really know, but it felt like I've known them for ages, and everyone was just fine. It's a good environment.
Yeah, it's great to hear. We know what a big few weeks ahead you've got, starting with Wednesday night and the trip to Wickham. How are you all feeling in there? Are you embracing the pressure? Because of course there is pressure at the moment.
I can only really speak for myself, but I don't really feel the pressure. I feel more up for it. I feel like I can't wait to play and attack it really. But yeah, I feel no one really gives me that feeling that they feel the pressure. Everyone's just kind of relaxed and calm and just looking at it as another game. I think everyone knows how good we are and what we've got. So we just feel like if we have the right mindset, we'll get the job done.
There is Corey Blackett-Taylor. 8 midweek games in League One this week. 6 results from last night for you, including wins for Blackpool and Stevenage. Reading took another step toward confirming their safety by beating Bristol Rovers. One of the game tonight with Peterborough facing Port Vale. Well, Posh probably need to win to stay in the hunt for a top 2 place. The race for the final playoff place is still looking tasty. Lincoln, Blackpool and Stevenage all within 3 points of Oxford. Wickham start the night 11 points clear of the relegation zone, but they've got games in hand. Burton have slipped into the bottom 4. Cheltenham might run out of time too. but we are not interested in that. Tonight is all about the promotion race, with Derby County travelling to Wickham. The away end is sold out once again, of course, but don't worry, because we're a UK stream tonight, which means you can watch RamsTV worldwide, including in the UK. So get your Game Pass now at dcfc.co.uk, and we'll see you at 7:15 for Matchday Live. Until then, goodbye.